This problem says that a spring gun at ground level fires a golf ball at an angle of 45 degrees. The ball lands 12 meters away. The acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meters per second squared. What was the ball's initial speed? And for the same initial speed, find the two firing angles that make the range for M. So in this problem, we will be using the range formula, which is range equals initial velocity squared times sine 2a. A is angle over g. Now, we want to begin by finding sine 2a. So sine 2, the angle right here is 45. It says over here it's 45. So if we want to calculate that, we plug it into a calculator. Sine 2 times 45, you get 1. So this is equal to 1. Okay, now you want to rewrite the equation because we now know what this is. So r is equal to initial velocity squared times 1, and g is 9.8 because the acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meters per second squared. Okay, now, what else do we know? We know that the range is 12 meters away because it says right here the ball lands 12 meters away. So we can plug 12 into r, and then we will have initial velocity left. So to find the ball's initial speed, that would be the initial velocity, we solve for initial velocity. So multiply 9.8 by both sides. 12 times 9.8, you get 117.6. 117.6 equals initial velocity times 1, which is same as initial velocity. Okay, now to find this, you need to square root it because this is initial velocity squared. So square root both sides. Square root of 117.6 is around 10.844. So it's around 10.844. But if you want to round it to the nearest hundredths, it would just be 10.84. Okay, this would be speed, meters per second. Okay, now moving on. We want to find the two firing angles that make the range 4 meters. So back to our range formula. Range equals initial velocity squared times sine 2a over g. R this time will be 4. And then we could use the initial speed that we got from last problem, which is this, equals 10.84 squared sine 2a over g. This time we'll be finding the angle, therefore we will be finding sine 2a. Okay, so g we know is 9.8. Now all we need to do is we need to multiply 9.8 both sides so that we could solve for sine 2a. So 4 times 9.8, you get 39.2. 39, this is not 9, 39.2 equals 10.84 squared. You get 117.5056. 117.5056 sine 2a. You want to divide that so that you isolate sine 2a. Okay, 39.2 over 117.5056, you get 0.3336. Okay, 0.3336, around this, because there's more, but we just want 4 decimal places. Okay, so this, my friends, would be sine 2a. But we are not done yet. We want to find the angle, which is a. So, remove this. Rewrite this equation. 2a equals 0.3336. We want to move sine to the other side so we can solve for 2a. So find the arc sine. 2a equals arc sine of 0.336. I forgot another 33336. Plug that into a calculator. Arc sine 0.3336. You get 19.487. Okay, 2a equals 19.487. To find the angle, now you want to find, there will be two angles. The smaller angle is this. So you want to divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. You get 9.7437. 9.7437 degrees. And if you want to round to the nearest tenth, you get 9.7 degrees. This is the smaller angle. To get the larger angle, you want to subtract the value of this angle, this smaller angle, by 90. Okay, 90 minus 9.7, you get 80.3. So 80.3 is the larger angle. There you go.